Hello, and welcome to our series on the foundations of algebra. If you're here, you might be totally new to the idea of variables or feeling a bit confused by how your teacher explained them. Don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, we'll talk about variables. We'll keep it nice and simple, so even if you're in first grade or a college student who needs a refresher, you'll walk away feeling confident. Let's jump right in. Sometimes teachers jump straight into equations like x plus 2 is equal to 5 and expect you to know what's going on. That can feel really confusing. People think, what's x? Why are we using letters? Why not just say 3? So if you've ever felt lost or frustrated, you're not alone. Let's slow down and fix that confusion by explaining exactly what variables are and why we use them. In the simplest terms, a variable is like a mystery box in math. It's a symbol, usually a letter like X, Y, or Z, that holds a place for a number we don't know yet or that can change. Think of it this way. If I say X is the number of candies in a jar, I might not know how many candies there are just yet. So instead of guessing, we label that unknown quantity as X. Once we find out the real number, we can replace x with that specific value. Always remember, a variable is just a placeholder for a number. Keep that idea in mind, and algebra becomes a lot less scary. Here's the easiest example. You have x candies and your friend has y candies. If you don't know exactly how many each person has, x and y help us talk about and compare these amounts without needing the exact numbers right away. Another example, temperature changes throughout the day. If we call it T degrees, then T can be 15 degrees Celsius in the morning, 25 degrees Celsius by noon, and 20 degrees Celsius in the evening. That's why we use a variable instead of just one fixed number. It varies with time. In both cases, the letter doesn't do anything fancy. It just takes the place of a changing or unknown amount. Now let's see how this idea is used in basic algebra. Let's take a simple algebraic expression. X plus 2 is equal to 5. We want to figure out what number fits in the place of x. If x plus 2 is equal to 5, then x must be 3, because 3 plus 2 is 5. This is where variables start to get fun. We can solve for x and find the exact value that makes the equation true. If this still feels confusing, think of x as just a blank you fill in. If blank plus 2 equals 5, then that blank is 3. Try another one. Y plus 4 is equal to 10. The variable here is y. It's the same idea. What number, when you add 4, gives you 10? That number is 6. Now let's clear up a few common misunderstandings. Why use letters? Because it's a simple way to show an unknown. If you see x, you instantly know it's something you need to figure out. Are variables always x, y, or z? Nope. You can use any letter like A, B, C, or even Greek letters like alpha. But in basic algebra, x, y, and z are the most common. What if I use the wrong letter? There's no such thing as the wrong letter. It's just a symbol. The important part is knowing what it represents. If any of this still feels tricky, don't worry. Practice and more examples will help it all click into place. Let's wrap it up with the key points you should remember. Variables are just placeholders for numbers we don't know or that can change. We use them to create equations like x plus 2 is equal to 5, so we can solve problems step by step. Any letter can be a variable, x, y, or even a funny symbol. It doesn't matter as long as you know what it stands for. Understanding these basics sets a solid foundation for the rest of your algebra journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video cleared up any confusion you had about variables. If it did, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up and sharing it with anyone else who might be struggling with algebra. Don't forget to subscribe for more super simple math and engineering videos. In our next lesson, we'll dive deeper into basic algebraic expressions, building on what we learned about variables. See you soon, and keep exploring.